How's it going, guys? This is Isaac here, bringing you the final team builder of ICBA season number 1 for the regular season at least. We are definitely in playoffs. Like, we only lost once, so it's like, we're in playoffs. But this week we're facing the New London Zoroarks. We're gonna try to have fun. Like, the main thing of this battle is just to have fun because even if we lose, 8-2 is not a bad record at all. I'm pretty sure we'll be first in the conference anyway, even if we lose. And my opponent, I'm not even sure if he needs to win to make playoffs because he's got a really good team. He's a really good battler. UturnCrobat, his YouTube link will be in the description below, so make sure you check out that if you have not already. And yeah, again, really cool team. I'm just gonna go over it real quick. I think Mianchao's in the big square there because I think it's really good against my team. I think if he makes really good plays with it, he could end up just like completely winning. It's not like a huge setup threat. It's just like really good. If it's choice banded, it could be a problem. With the right coverage moves, it would probably need, rock slide or U-turn, or rock slide and U-turn. But if it's choice banded, like high jump kick, reckless boosted, hits everything hard anyway, so it's still a problem. Anyway, he's also got Latios, which is another big threat. Obviously, Blissey is nice for it, but he could run like a Calm Mind substitute set. So that could be bad. Like if you want like sub Calm Mind, Roost, and I guess Dragon Pulse. I don't know, but like I mean, yeah, that wouldn't work, I guess. But you could also run like a trick if he wants to like trick a choice scarf on a Blissey. I'm pretty sure Latios gets trick. If not, then never mind. But it's definitely a threat. Like even if I do have Blissey, it's still a problem. Excadrill is also nice. No sand to support it with the sweeping potential, but it's still a good rapid spinner. It's a good stealth walker. It's very powerful. Could be a good choice scarf for him, and it's got a pretty good matchup against my team. Then he's got Sylveon and Vaporeon, both very bulky. They both could be pretty powerful if put in the right situation as far as like offense, because Vaporeon has base 110 special attack, which is a lot, and occasionally you can see the choice spec Sylveon. So, that's a thing. But other than that, they're both Wish Passers. They're both Heal Bell. They can both, Heal Bell. So that's annoying. And they're pretty hard to break through if they're put together. Also got Greninja, which is actually Protein Greninja. We're going to face Ash Greninja if we had faced Deebs. But this one's Protein, which is still annoying because it can change its type. It gets stab on any kind of move it wants to go for it, which is annoying. And if you want to go for like an HP Steel, and that would, or more like an HP Fire, and it could be like bulky, and that would pretty much wall my Magearna and my Volcarona. If he wants to do that, that'll be weird, but you could be like a bulky set with like HP Fire, and then like because Fire typing is just naturally good against Volcarona and Magearna, which is why I think he might bring Typhlosion, but I don't know. Rotomosh, good Volt Switcher, I guess, good Grass type. It's really nice for just stuff, I guess. I don't know, not much to say about Rotom. It's kind of just there. Alolan Ninetales is another Fairy type, pretty good, pretty weak as far as like offense goes, but it does get nasty a lot, so I could definitely help it out. Does bring Hail, and that's why Aurora Veil is so good, because it's basically a Light Screen and Reflect. And since it gets Hail, but it only works in Hail, but since it does get Snow Warning, that's really useful. I've also got Braviary, which is pretty powerful, nice flying type. Gets U-turn, superpower, which could be bad. I've seen bulk up Roost a lot, so that could be a thing. It's just that Magearna is pretty good against it. Magearna's good against a lot of things on his team. It's nice for Sylveon, it's nice for Greninja, it's nice for Ninetales, it's nice for Latios, it's nice for Braviary. And in most situations, it could be nice for Rhydon. So it's also got Typhlosion, which I talked about a little bit. It's kind of standard though. It's just like a fire type. It's pretty offensive, but doesn't really do much. It's pretty one-dimensional. He could bring it if he wants, but I don't really see it coming. It does get Wild Charge though, so that's interesting to note if he wants to bring that and then Wild Charge for Mantine. But even then, it still gets walled by like Blissey and Latias and stuff like that. Lastly, he has Rhydon, he has Rhydon, which is Rock and Ground. Pretty powerful, pretty bulky, but I don't really know if it's good for this matchup. So I do have Sharpedo and Mantine, They hit it really hard. I don't Moon get second wallet. The trio, so not really sure if he wants to bring that, but he could definitely if he really wants. So yeah, let's get into my team now. He's got I have Sharpedo, which is pretty good against his team. Honestly, we have Crunch, Poison Jab, Waterfall, and Toxic. I just like using Sharpedo. Again, I don't need to win this. If I lose, it's not gonna be a big deal. So I mean, I'm still gonna give him a good battle, but I don't really know how well his team is gonna do. I hope it does well though. But yeah, I mean, this thing looks pretty. I like using Sharpedo, so I wanted to bring it again. Poison Jab. It's going to hit, Rotomo, Sylveon, and a little Ninetales, which is really useful. We can Waterfall, Excadrill, and Typhlosion, and Rhydon, and then crunch pretty much everything else. We do have Toxic there in case he wants to switch in Vaporeon against this thing. He could also switch into Sylveon, but if it gets whittled and it comes in on like a Waterfall, I could just follow it up with a Poison Jab, and that's going to be nice. We're Adamant Life Force, so this thing is, again, can be hitting pretty damn hard. Even to a Vaporeon, like, that's why Toxic is there, because Vaporeon is very good against this thing. So yeah, next up is Volcarona. We have Lumberry there because, if he wants to Toxic me with the Vaporeon, like if I get a bunch of Quiver Dances up, and he knows that Vaporeon Scald is not going to be able to outmatch my Giga Drain, he could just go for the Toxic, and if he does that, then, I'm going to be able to pretty much stop that. Also, Thunder Wave on Rotom could be annoying. Toxic on Sylveon could, I'm just gonna go with Lumberry. I don't want to get status at all with this thing. I'm hopefully gonna sweep with this thing. It looks like it has a pretty good matchup against my opponent's team. Again, I could set up on Sylveon. I could set up on Vaporeon most likely because of that Giga Drain. Because Vaporeon has such a big HP stat, Giga Drain is going to be giving me a lot of health back. Now I do understand that Typhlosion is an issue. So Hidden Power Ground would be interesting, or Hidden Power Rock or whatever. Except I don't really think, even if he brings it, if I get a few Quiver Dances up, he's not going to be able to do much anyway, and I can just Bug Buzz him and stuff. And again, I mean, this thing has a really good matchup. We can outspeed, Max Speed, Excadrill, and even if he's Scarfed, as long as we get one Quiver Dance up, like if he switches into it, he wouldn't do that. Like, I don't know, if I get one Quiver Dance up, he won't be able to outspeed me at all. Unless he gets like Sandstorm up and Sand Rush, but that would be insane. So yeah, this thing is just pretty good. I mean, honestly, you look at his team, there's not much to stop this thing once it gets a few Quiver Dances up. QD. Next up is Toot, our Mungus. Nice and physically defensive, dual status because want to be able to Toxic certain things rather than Spore. I got to Toxic the Sylveon and the Vaporeon and the Rotom if it comes down to that. And then offensively, this thing can put in a lot of work. Sludge Bomb plus Giga Drain does a lot of damage to his team if you look at it. So that could be nice. I was thinking about going to Energy Ball, but it's too slow to actually put offensive investment in it. So it's whatever. We're just gonna have fun with this thing. It's nice for Excadrill. It's nice for Mienshao. It's nice for Greninja, for Rhydon, Rotomo. Sylveon, Vaporeon. It's just a really solid mono overall. I really like the Amoonguss in this situation. Next up, we have Mantine, Chardy Berry. Chardy Berry lets me take a super effective rock type move. I expect a Rock Slide or Stone Edge from both Mienshao and Excadrill. Just looks like proper coverage. He'll want something for Mantine and Volcarona. From Mienshao, he's not gonna just want to go. He's gonna want rocks. Oh my gosh, I just turned the volume up way too much. He's on accident. So he's gonna want to bring something from Mantine and Volcarona, and that's why Rock Slide is so nice against it, or for it. Defog, Roost, Toxic, and Scald. Physically defensive, we can take on a lot of different things. It's nice for, just straight up Braviary, and again, Chardy Bear is nice for Rhydon as well, if he wants to bring that. I doubt he will, but who knows, it's the last week, he can mix it up. He does like using Rhydon, I think. So again, he could bring it. That's why Chardy Bear is nice. And I didn't really think I really needed anything else. This is pretty much just basic Mantine. I really like Mantine. It's been putting in work for us when it has come this season. So we're gonna try it out one last time. And if we do bring it in the playoffs, then that's cool. It's a very nice defogger though, and the buff they gave it in Gen 7 having Roost and getting that HP buff, it really helps out my end time as far as like competitive. It went straight up from tier 5 right to tier 3. That's how good this thing is. Next up we have Majora's Gracium Z, because why the hell not, right? Shift Gear, Energy Ball, Ore Sphere, and Flash Cannon. I was thinking about not bringing Energy Ball. I was thinking about just bringing like Ore Sphere, and then I was thinking about bringing Energy Ball over Ore Sphere. So I'm just like, whatever, I'll just bring both. So I really think he will bring Excadrill. Looks like it has a good matchup. And then Dazzling Gleam I don't really need. You look at the things it hits. I mean, it hits Mienshao, it hits Latios, but realistically, I can hit Mienshao with a Flash Cannon anyway. Mienshao's pretty frail. Latios, I'm going to be able to, Flash Cannon. There's not much Latios can do back unless he brings, like, HP Fire. And even if he does that, that means that he won't really be able to set up on me. I think his main switch-in will be the Vaporeon to go for the Z Energy Ball. I think that's definitely what he's going to do. I just got to get boost with this thing. Like, it is modest, but it's not going to be hitting hard enough to outstall things like, Rotom or Latios or stuff like that. Energy Ball over Thunderbolt, honestly, because that, well, not because Rhydon. I guess because it, why wouldn't I run? No, I'm going to change it to Thunder. I guess I can't already. My team's already Gen, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But Thunderbolt will be better for Braviary. So if I do have the TM for Thunderbolt, then I would do that. Then I'll probably change it and then put Electrium Z on it, because that's cool, right? I don't really know why I'd need the Energy Ball. Like, I already have Ore Sphere there for the Excadrill. So if he wants to switch in to the Thunderbolt, like, I guess that's why I had Energy Ball, so that if he wanted to switch into Excadrill predicting like a Thunderbolt or something, I could at least hit it with Energy Ball. But I don't really think that's gonna matter if I have Ore Sphere. This thing has enough speed to outspeed, I believe it's like Scarfed Excadrill, once I get to +2, which really helps, obviously, because if he is Scarfed, EQ is going to be hitting me very, very hard, so gonna want to be able to take that. Last but not least, we have Hitmonlee Normal Gem Unburden. It isn't shiny, unfortunately. I got the team like 10 minutes ago, so unfortunately it's not shiny, but it doesn't really matter, right? Fake Out, Close Combat, Poison Jab, and Knockoff. This thing has a good matchup. I really like its ability to like game sweep, hopefully. If we get a Fake Out off on something, and Vaporeon's whittled, and Sylveon's whittled, we can knock off the Latios. We can close combat pretty much everything else outside of Sylveon. And for Sylveon, we have the Poison Jab, so that's really useful. And he doesn't have that much priority on his team, so if we get the defense drops with close combat, it's not really gonna matter, because we're still gonna be able to take the hits. We won't be able to take hits. I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm off my game right now. Basically, the only priority he has is Fake Out Mienshao, which I don't really know if he'll bring. Like, I don't really like Fake Out on Mienshao. I think it's better just like offensively, just coming in and getting a high jump kickoff, especially when your opponent doesn't have ghost types and mine doesn't. So other than that, his only priority is the Water Shuriken on Greninja, and I mean, maybe Typhlosion gets Quick Attack, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah, the Greninja with Water Shuriken, I don't really know. We have a lot of natural special bulk on this thing, so I don't really know how much that's gonna do, even if our defenses are dropped. So yeah, we're gonna have to try to have fun with this. I want to try to use Hitmonlee. I haven't really used Hitmonlee a lot this season, so I just wanted to try it out. I mean, it has a good match against my opponent's team. It came in clutch last week at the end there against Jacob. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for the battle, and I'll see you guys next time.